been keeping our eyes on Denver, where they have a general manager, John Elway, stepping down while also stepping up. He really is stepping out more than anything else. He's got 1 year left on his contract, and he's cleared a path for a general manager who, if all things go well, could become the next Elway next year and be fully in charge of the football operation with no real owner there to answer to. George Paton, after passing on opportunity after opportunity after opportunity over the years while he's worked for the Vikings, now takes the job, 6-year contract with the Denver Broncos, and they move forward. Vic Fangio's the coach. Drew Lock's the quarterback, but you've got a new guy in charge of the football operation, and that is going to spark necessarily all sorts of changes, Charean.
And, Mike, if I'm him, I don't take anything less than a 6-year deal. He was smart to get that 6-year deal, and there's a reason for it, because of the ownership issue. He met for an hour privately with Brittany Bowlen, who's expected to take over as owner, but we know how messed up that situation is there with ownership, so who knows how that's going to play out. And also, you don't have the quarterback in line. Is it going to be Drew Lock? Is he a franchise quarterback, just like Sam Darnold? I think the jury's still out on what his future is and if he can be your quarterback. So very smart for him to get that long-term deal and get locked up. And if it doesn't work out, he's got some money and some leverage there to get out and go somewhere else. So it's very smart on his part. And hopefully he does a great job there, but we're going to find out. I think I said this yesterday, Mike. I just think these GM jobs are much harder to hire than a coach. I mean, a coach, you have some evidence by what happens on the field. We don't really know how much Paton did behind the scenes in Minnesota, how responsible he was for things that they did in Minnesota. And the Broncos, frankly, I don't know how they would know that either. They can call and ask around, but still, you don't have that evidence of what they do on the field. I think it's much easier for these teams to hire a head coach. And obviously they strike out on the head coaches too a lot, but I think it's much easier to see what an assistant coach can do as a head coach. Just you have some evidence of that, and I'm not sure you have that of a guy who's never been a GM and has been behind the scenes with the team, not just to Paton, but to any of these guys.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point. You're taking that leap of faith that the guy who has had a lesser job can step into the top job without really knowing how much influence he's had over the roster where he's been employed. Maybe he's been the weak link and others have been covering for him, although I know that Peyton's been highly respected and he's a guy that has had opportunities and has consistently declined them until this year. You mentioned Brittany Bowlen. She is the likely candidate from within the Bowlen family in this strange Willy Wonka competition they have where the trustees decide who takes over. The other possibility is they have an impasse within the family. The 8 different people who hold interest in the franchise don't sign off on Brittany Bowlen. They dig in. They have to sell the team. That could happen as well, although there's a hybrid outcome here that may make the most sense, and it's sort of what happened in Tennessee. Not to get too deep into the ownership weeds, I just want to put this on everyone's radar screen. There's a chance that maybe somebody who's interested in buying a team in the future offers to buy out the 2, and it's my understanding is it's 2 out of 8 who are really dug in and would prefer to just see the team sold. Make them an offer, then let the other 6 match it, and the 2 go away with a big pile of money, and the 6 take over the team, and Brittany Bowlen runs the team. That's kind of what happened in Tennessee. That could happen to avoid a sale of the Denver Broncos, but Peyton's got the security to protect him against an ownership change, whatever may come with that 6-year deal.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.